he was 22 for 17 in a game that they only got 9 rounds on. So there's plenty of firepower into Monte. And if they can do what they told us they did yesterday against Saw, if they can play their own game, that is huge. In terms of the veto, Brandon, what are we expecting to see here?
I mean, Vitality have played Dust2 every single game, and I know that Monte picked it against Outsiders, so it wouldn't surprise me here, and alright, well, we got it immediately. We'll take that. I mean, this one kind of makes sense for Monte. You kind of want to put it on like a more puggier map. It's going to be an Orpa's Paradise such as Dust2, so it's going to be that Zywoo Warrow 2K head-to-head, and we can see the sandy streets of Dust2 just on your screen here. It's an interesting one. I feel like Vitality, they definitely just picked a map that they feel comfortable on. They just want to play their own game. They're not really playing into Monte's hand, and well, Monte, well, they're doing the same.
Yeah, I was wondering if Dust2 would come into the mix just because it is that buggier style map, right? And it's a map that Monte are clearly comfortable playing on. And so, given that they had that loss to Big yesterday, I thought maybe they might try and push it to something more like Mirage or maybe just something else entirely. But Dust2, it is a good neutral ground for both these teams. So, it's really going to be a bit of a brawl, I feel, between the two.
Yeah, it will be, and there'll be definitely a head-to-head squaring off between two players in this on the server in particular as well. We can take a look at that one. It's going to be Warrow 2K taking on Zywoo, and well, I mean, what really can I add to this graphic? To be honest with you, Zywoo is absolutely unbelievable. I'm just looking at 8 sniper purchases, 30 sniper kills, 103 ADR. It's like, okay, dude, like what?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he did kind of, farm fantasy, to be fair. Really
Yeah.
was a bit of a nightmare for them. 26 for 9 in that game, so that certainly buffs those stats. But even in the game they lost against Big, he was still fragging well, as Irie always does. You're never going to see him really have a game where he's a detriment to the scoreline. So that is a head-to-head I'm interested to see because, as you mentioned, that was the difference between that Outsiders game and that Saw game for Monte. It was Warrow just going to town.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you bring that up because it was Warrow and Fessel that didn't really have the best time on Dust2 against Outsiders. I mean, Outsiders, it's a very unique style that you're playing against. It's really difficult to kind of adapt no matter which team is playing Outsiders because it's just so unique. You look at Dust2, you look at this map, it's a good map for both of these teams, but for Vitality, they should be looking just to comfortably get this one over the line. They probably didn't expect to go down against Big, and well, Big are a team that are famous and notorious for their anti-strat, so that definitely probably came into play.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned that. I think you touched on this very early in the pregame that Monte, when they were going up against outsiders, they were doing all the anti-stratting, right? They were really trying to study the demos and find a way to exploit the weaknesses, and that didn't feel comfortable for them. We had that interview with Red Star after that win against Saw, where he said they just played their own game against Saw, and that's how they were able to put on such a dominant performance. So I imagine they'll be looking to do the same here. A lot of freedom in the server to these individuals to really go out there and make space.
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting point that you brought up against about Demka, the fact that he was putting up the numbers, because typically in this side, he's not really the one to really put up the digits for Monte. So the fact that he is up on the server, he's performing really well. It's back-to-back games where even though they lost against Outsiders, he was still second on the board. I mean, that's a scary prospect because all these individuals, the storyline between Monte is the fact that they're 5 really well-talented individuals that haven't been picked up by different organizations for various reasons, and now they come into the fold as a team just looking to do some damage. And speaking of damage, on Magisk, he's completely already walked up top middle here. Vitality, a very aggressive start in towards middle in the pistol.
Being helpful though, Matt is going to go for the fight. Actually, Dupree gets that one down from bottom mid, and Joel gets the matches in response. So it is a 4 versus 4 early on. The aggression rewards a kill, and Worries looking for the fight, has the Glock at range out towards long, and now the rest of his team is grouping up. They have a single smoke to allow them to cross here. They're going to fall down. Apex trying to make that one fall a little bit right. Oh, what a shot from Apex. Gets the kill into Demka. He's just spamming through the smoke with the P2K. They had the man advantage now, but that bomb will go down.
It will do. Apex looking for a jumping shot potentially. Vitality, they are grouping in towards middle. Got 2 players coming out long. You got Dupree grouping with Apex outside towards short. Warrow, he's responsible for holding this, but he gets traded out by Zywoo. Now it's Joel trying to step in, eliminates the IGL of Vitality, and even finds Dupree. Zywoo versus 2, but Joel is too much to handle.
What a poor kill from Joel. That wasn't a name we were talking about in the pregame, but he's actually had some very clutch rounds. You can see why. What a 4K. Monte, they're going to get the pistol here against Vitality, and a critical one at that. That was with the man disadvantage in the post plant. Apex found that kill on the cross, but Joel just comes up big, hits every single shot. And off the back of that team vitality, they want to continue fighting. They've got 2 scouts out. Zaiwu with his hands on one of those. And Deagle's in the mix as well to deal with any of those players that are tagged. Demka going for the fight out long. Apex fallen back from that flash.
Double scouts rotating over towards long. Basically an AWP. Gonna group up towards Car as well. Vitality, I feel like they're gonna need to learn not to really fight Monte in these head-to-heads, because this is what Monte's game plan will be about. Just getting up close and personal to the enemies, getting into Vitality's face and really just taking the fight. Warwick, he's even got an SG.
Yeah, the Krieg. Don't see that one every day, but when you can't get your hands on an AWP, it can do just as well, particularly at these long-range duels where you can post up on an angle. Does work in a very similar manner, but it is a very slow fire rate. So in the close combat, that's where it can be a bit of an issue. Ever since that nerf, only really seen by AWPers in these sort of rounds. Dupree looking like he wants to go for the jiggle and might catch the timing. Warrior looking the wrong way, but the Krieg does come out ahead, gets the kill, and Demka's found matches as well. So that's the B bomb site for free. Smoke can go down, and it has to be a save for these 3 remaining Vitality players.
Yeah, it needs to be. That's just a case of 2 kills coming in. And Monte just over on the bomb site. I mean, not really too much you can say about that one. Vitality have invested in, so they just want to hold on to these weapons. I mean, you can't really retake the B bomb site with 2 scouts and a Deagle at the best of times. But without any utility, with no kits on the board, yeah, just want to be holding on to these. Putting yourself on the best foot forward going into round number 3. But Monte, it is a conversion. They are starting off strong here on Dust2.
And they need to, particularly on this T side. Vitality's CT side was actually quite strong against Big. It was the T side that they were struggling on. They were really finding it difficult to get headway against Keto in particular, actually. Played really well against them. Not maybe the name you expected to hear. Sirius and Tabson up alongside him, and Vitality really struggled to find anything on that T side. So if Monte can establish a good T half going into the CT side, there's a chance for the upset.
It's always that question, isn't it? Searson on LAN comparative to online, but he's rolling back the times. It feels like he's playing in his bedroom right now. He's having such an incredible performance on the server here in Malta. Red Star going for a little bit of a shot through the doorway. Not going to find a thing. Spinks with the nade. Doesn't do any damage to any of these players. Warrow just trying to take the fight. It's a good tag. Not quite the second for Apex, but he needs to try and remove himself from this situation. Teammates have rotated over. Goes back in. Demka put low as well.
Yeah, Apex continuing to look for the fight. Very aggressive player, so he's happy to keep repositioning. 2 tags already. Makes the rest of these pistols so much more dangerous. That's why he wants to keep fighting for more. Another tag, especially alongside with Zaiwu here. It's a little bit scary. Apex on the angle. Zaiwu with the collateral. It's 2 headshots with the scout. Unbelievable.
That's only one of the players that was low being brought down as well. However, Apex oversteps the mark. Zaiwu will step in and eliminate Fessor as well. This is why he was the MVP of Pro League. 4 kills with the scout. And Warrow, he's walking wounded Zaiwu with the ace. What an incredible round.
Unbelievable. Starts off with the collateral headshot with the scout, and then he keeps converting. 1 through the wall, and then 2 more to finish the job. Zaiwu, he is here to fight. What an ace. Gotta see this one again. That's a nice kill. And then closing it out. These shots, so good. Apex softens them up, and Zaiwu knocks them down.
Woo, all right. What a round to put Vitality on the map. Monte can invest. Warrow now has the AWP. Vessor looking to get aggressive, but that Molotov will heed his progress. Vitality, good real estate out towards long. It sends Monte scrambling, resetting more towards middle. But this is a change of pace. I don't know if Vitality will be expecting this.
Got a player here in Apex. They're holding CT. No smokes for the cross. They have no smokes at all. It's got to be contact. So difficult to get past Apex, but he's repositioning, so maybe there is a way through now. He's sitting all the way back towards those boxes, holding short now. Zaiwu rotates over. He's going to be the one in charge of swinging out and checking this cross. Apex is trying to make his way back, and he gets caught off. Besser catches him. That's the opening they were looking for. There's still 2 players on the B bomb site and 2 out towards A. So now they've got a decision to make as to whether they continue to commit to this play. So Vitality go for the info. Professor is holding it. He's seeing the shadow. He's getting all the information. Joel can swing out off it. gets that kill, and now Magix, he's known, and he is dealt with another double from Joel. This B bomb site has been opened up. Monte can take the bomb there. So after getting aced by ZywOo, they avoid the Woo and go out towards the B bomb site.
Clever as well, just a small detail that they work their way through tunnels instead of coming out through coming out through mids to cross by long, because ZywOo was holding for that initially. Don't want to leave anything to chance. Red Star places the bomb down on the site. It has to be another save in. That was really well worked from Monte. It looked like they wanted to get aggressive initially, but then they just held. And after getting that first pick over towards Apex, they just wait for Vitality's response. They completely counter it, shut that one down with a few headshots, and that's the round converted.
Spinks just wants to hold on to the rifle, and, well, Monte are going to allow that. They give me a little bit of a look in, but they don't want to overcommit. They keep their hands on all of these guns. They'll be sitting pretty into the follow-up. And because of that, because of Vitality fully invested into this one, they dropped that scout, they bought an M4. It means their money, it's still okay. They can drop over rifles, but it's not going to be fantastic. They won't be necessarily broken, so they can buy into this one. Monte can reset them now. Oh, an AWP even coming out. So they were able to pull that one out of the bag.
I mean, you just want to put ZywOo on that immediately. You got Dupree with an MP9. That's not too bad, considering he can just play up close and personal on this B bomb site. That's normally where he occupies. ZywOo versus Waro. Shots exchanged, but no kills coming into the feed. ZywOo even going aggressive. Fessor has been removed. Man advantage now for Vitality and Monte. It's the same response, accelerating down towards mid, potentially looking to go in towards short. That's the gap. Dupree is close in towards middle with that MP9. Where do Monte want to try and take this?
Such a ZywOo peek out long, the way he just walks out. Gets the player at blue bins. Smoke into mid, going to deny a mid to be early on. Waro's walking around smoked in. Dupree got caught off last time. Magix is the only one on the B bomb side. Drops a nade. He is sitting close. He's tucked in the side. It's going to be a difficult one to clear, but Joel is there. And there's no one else nearby. ZywOo can make his way over, and it's not smoked yet, but they've already got the bomb across. Smoke goes down. Now, do you even give this retake a go? They'll have a look, see if they can find an opener, see if they can find a way in, because they've also got Spinks on that flank.
Yeah, they do, but the issue you have is there's not too much utility, and there's so many smokes on the other side from Monte. They can just keep keeping this door locked off. Volley goes in towards the back of sight. Even used to extinguish. There's no way in for Vitality. The time has already ticked halfway. They can't retake this. They have got the kits, but there's just no time.
Yeah, they're just holding for some exits. ZywOo actually is going to fall back off the angle. What a round from Monte. They punish Magix, the only defender there. Caught off guard, close angle, right? Like, he's trying to play if they do go to that smoke, but Joel's just thorough, clears it.
It's this gap as well in towards middle. You see where Vitality have put an extra pressure over towards long, that the gap is being formed in towards middle. When Monte are accelerating, they're catching the defense off guard in transition. This time ZywOo was holding, similarly to Apex in the previous, but where Monte aren't really pushing too far through the doorway, there's no information given over to Vitality, so when they reset over towards upper tunnels, well, Magix is the only player there, and he just gets completely overwhelmed. It's a really nice move around from Monte.
At least Vitality will be able to continue fighting. I say they're not making it easy for Monte, but Monte are making it look easy.
Look at the kill distribution as well, Lucy. Like, Joel's 8-1, and the rest of his team has got 4 kills.
It's the same on the other side, though. It's ZywOo 7-1, and then it's Dupree and Apex with a kill apiece. That's it.
That's crazy.
Well, fight out towards long. Dupree, he's looking to get another kill on the board. Made his way over towards Pit, and Spinks is here as well. Looking to fight in towards the doors, but Red Star comes out ahead. Dupree is in towards the Pit, but he should be aware of this. Apex is coming to support, utility thrown in as well, so they definitely have the read on the situation. Dupree, oh, Apex saves the day. Good kill onto Red Star as he tries to cross in the cover of the smoke. Puts it back into a 4 versus 4, and they want to try and save Dupree. They want to go for this fight. Getting flashed out, but he doesn't spot any player, so he doesn't want to overcommit. And Monte, they can make their way back out, leaving Fessor at blue bins.
He is kind of on an island now, though. They're nading behind the blue bin as well. They know he's there. Dupree will answer the call. Looks like Joel's even thinking about pushing this issue. You've got Zywoo now fully holding these mid doors. And this feels like a lot more of a tighter ship for Vitality. Once they try and take the fight out towards long and they get shut down. Dupree. Oh, he might get caught out by Joel here if he's not careful. Shoulder spotted. Dupree just wins out the fight anyway.
Yeah, good kill to find. Now they want to make their way onto the A bomb site. Jumper is coming through to avoid Apex, but he still hits the shot onto Warrow, doing damage. Dupree rotates over, going to this headshot angle, and Apex is removed by Warrow. Great shot through the ramp to deal with him. But Zywoo on this flank could ruin everything. Warrow looking for this fight, and he's alone. 1 versus 3, knows where Dupree is, but Dupree has jiggled the angle. Spots him looking for a good flashbang, puts him off the angle, and Dupree swings for the kill.
Yeah, much better team play from Vitality. Making sure that they're leaving nothing to chance. That flashbang was everything as well. Warrow couldn't see a damn thing, and Dupree just on these little jiggles, trying to bait out the shot. Doesn't matter. Warrow is removed another round back for Vitality, but Monte, they're exciting. They're providing a lot of depth here on their T side.
Warrow once again going for the peek out towards long, flashed off, forced off by the incendiary. No shot going to be making its mark, and it's a strong presence in towards tunnels. Zywoo holding from short, but not boosted up. This is a passive line. Should be a nice HE. Yeah, straight to the face of Fessor. That one leaves his ears ringing. Oh, Magisk. He's repositioned. He's in towards CT. They've actually got Dupree and Apex over towards the B bomb site this time. Magisk is looking for the fight. Joel's tucked in. He's going to swing out at the perfect time. Once again, Joel coming up with these kills. Gets away with his life as well, so they get the man advantage, and now they start to accelerate. But Dupree is tucked in close, and Apex is in towards car. Difficult positions to clear, and Dupree swings out for the first. Apex looking for the fight as well. They both find a kill apiece. Vessel gets one onto Dupree, but they know Apex is. Zywoo's rotated over. Red Star goes down. Vessel now 1 versus 3. Still has to deal with both Zywoo and Apex. That's one, though. No utility to cross. Brought down low, and Zywoo is holding the angle. It's a nightmare situation. Goes quiet. And he's crept into the site, catches the Vessel sleeping, gets the kill, and gets Vitality their third.
Again, though, it's a good reaction from Monte. They're putting pressure in towards middle. Joel finds that kill again, and it's this B bomb site they are really trying to exploit and target on the side of Vitality, and it is working out. That is until Apex and Dupree swing in tandem together. This time it's not an individual gunfight in towards the choke point. So Vitality are securing it. They're working their way back into this best of one. Flashbang to set Spinks up. It's just these pistols. So a golden opportunity to have a tied scoreline.
Yeah, a few close rounds. Not going to cut it. Spinks yet to get one on the board, but this might be the round as he's fighting out long. I think I've brought down low early. Dupree trying to peek over the top of this smoke. There are 4 players on the other side, but they have not yet revealed themselves to him. But on this reposition, he's going to get the first. Demka goes down. He was brought low earlier. Headshot is more than enough to deal with him. Now the rest of the T's group up in towards short, and Zywoo is here with the AWP, and Apex is on ramps. They have everything here to deal with this.
Apex is even holding, or he was holding for the run boost initially. So they've already shown that. Molotov's being dropped down in. Zywoo catches out Red Star as well. I mean, this round's so difficult for Monte to really get anything going in it. They're going to try for this mid to B split, hoping that some of the players could do the damage, but Dupree, he's just standing tall, providing overwatch to both middle and the bomb site. Even steps in. It's going to be Magisk onto Warrow.
Yeah, that one was always going to go that way. Just the pistols. Had to rely on a lucky opening here or there. A nice shot with the 1D, but not going to be the case. Dupree looking pretty good here. Nice few kills for him. Mentioned he's been a little bit quieter than his counterpart in Magisk. Now 4 apiece, and a boost tomorrow, but smoke is going to obscure the vision. It's a classic smoke now coming back into favor because the T's love to go for this peak. Towards short, Spinks. Gonna hear a little bit of this and falls off. It's fast towards mid. Apex holding strong though, gets that kill onto Joel. Smoke comes through, but it's missing the second piece of the puzzle to make their way through that position.
Look at Dupree as well. He's just stepping in here. Could be flashed by Magisk. But Monte, they get out of the doorway. They don't want to fight that. It will be Apex actually drop it in. Dupree, well, he drops the bomb. Flashes come back and forth, exchange of utility. Monte will pick up the package, and now they need to try and reset. Working their way up towards short. Good grenade is going to halt their progress. Vitality, they've just got a good control of the map throughout. And for Monte, they've got smokes to go for this short execute, but it's another one of these site holds that is already quite well reinforced.
Yeah, Apex, plenty of utility as well. Spinks is here to support. Zyru out towards long can come as well. Might not even be needed though. Apex gets one. Demka does get one in response, but leaves Warren alone. And, well, he is able to deal with Spinks. Picks up an AWP, his weapon of choice. Be a 1 versus 3 though. And you can see Vitality. They aren't going to overpeak it. Keeping Zyru out towards long to hold the angle if Warren oversteps his mark. While the other two are going to make their way up through short. And they're playing it patient. They know that Warren might go for some sort of peek, looking to get the advantage. Instead, he's just going to plant the bomb. Has a smoke in deploy as well, which he can then use as a bit of a one-way. But the time here, they're coming up short quickly, and they catch him off as he tries to set up.
Yeah, nice stuff by Vitality. It makes a lot of sense to allow the room for Warrior to plant the bomb, because he's one of these flashier AWPers that often will try for these fake outs, try and just isolate a gunfight. Vitality, they don't want any of the shenanigans at all. They just want to wait. They don't mind conceding the extra little bit of money, because the finances for Monte are actually just not in the most favorable position, because they could buy into this, but it's going to be a little bit of a weird one. There'll be a lot of Galils in play if they want to have the utility, or they can prioritize the weaponry, which it looks like they're electing to do.
Yeah, pressure out towards long. There's actually only a late presence here from Spinks. That smoke comes through.
Oh, this is cool.
Quite late. Nice boost. Okay, Vesa. Oh, going to be allowing Joel to peek over. Oh, slips off. Okay, I like the idea. Execution. Is that one a 3 out of 10 for me?
Hold that up on the paddle.
Yeah. Nice idea. Didn't quite hit the mark.
Xbox smoke in. Split for Monte. Trying to catch Zyru off, but he's already holding for this angle. Good shot onto Fessor, and he gets out of dodge. That's going to force Monte in a position where they know the AWP's there. There's actually a second one. Magisk has found out Warrow and Apex. He's always been the forward in Monte's side, just here under CT. This time he's not peeking at all. He even take contact, and no. Really nice job.
Zyru was just shooting some empty shots out from deep A, and that was to bait in the fact that Apex wasn't there. Dupree even deals with Red Star, trying to escape up the bin. Spink is on the hunt. It's a little awkward. Joel actually comes out ahead, and Dupree, looking to face now, decides, let's not give up another free kill. Let's sit back to a more passive line. Does exactly that, and Joel maybe just wants to hold on to the AK, but they are slowly looking for him. You can see out towards long as well. Apex is on the hunt. Joel's chances of saving does dwindle every second. Finds Dupree, that maybe he can escape, but there's a good chance he goes down after time here. Catches off Dupree. Apex is coming. Apex is coming. What a shot from Joel, though. Holds on to the AK.
That's a great shot. Make sure he doesn't die after time, because then he would have only been left with $900. And what a game Joel's having. We talked about the kill distribution a little bit earlier. If we take a look at the side of Vitality, where they started to warm up into this game, suddenly Dupree's up there with 12, Apex sitting pretty on 6, and the rest of Monte, they're still yet to really establish themselves into the game. It was a great early start, but I need a little bit more. But probably not in this round, especially with just the one solo AK trying to be the hero that Monte need. They're already down. They're losing players left, right, and centre, especially out towards long. That's the bomb dropped. Magisk Nice shot onto Demka, looking to be challenged again by these pistols. Joel steps into the firing line, and Dupree's just there to clean up.
Yeah, Zyru's having a good time. 14 for 1. Not a bad KD ratio. 103 ADR. Dupree's alongside him, 14 kills of his own. 104 ADR. So it's competition between the two for the top of the server. Team Vitality are now looking comfortable in the CT side. 7 rounds. Monte, after that initial slew of 4, are struggling to get their foot back on the accelerator on this aggressive side. Moro has a naked AWP. And he's looking for a fight. Magis, though. The boost up onto Xbox, using that smoke as a one-way, gets himself the opener.
It's good to see Dupree having a better showing here as well, because he started off a little bit slowly here in the RMRs. Bottom of the board both times against Fantasy and Big. So the fact that he's really just established himself on the server is a good sign of things to come if you're a Vitality fan. Especially in this round as well, because Magisk has found that opener. They are still looking to potentially peek into this. Lurk smoke deployed over at B. Demka potentially looking to extend, has spotted out Dupree over towards backplat, but Dupree still nails the shot anyway. All these individual gunfights for Monte, they're not really playing in a team cohesive unit, and that is really what Vitality are after. They don't mind that at all. They're just picking them apart one by one.
I think they spotted each other there. That's why Dupree was just tucking down, not going for the fight. Adjust. If you hold it on the left side of that box, you kind of have the advantage where your head doesn't actually stick out. It's really hard to hit through the box. So yeah, it's going to be a save. Joel, Professor, Red Star want to hold on to these. So AWP can be dropped over to Waro into the follow-up. And with the loss bonus, they'll be able to invest into this round. So they'll get another chance. But for Vitality, they're going to get up to 8. They've already won the half. Looking great on this CT side. Monte, yeah, struggling after that initial run of rounds.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's... if we're just going to be a little bit objective, like, this should always be going in Vitality's favour, right? I mean, they are just a different calibre. Recently come off successful performances, winning out EPL Pro League Season 16. They are arguably considered like a top 3 team in the world right now, so they should have no trouble dispatching a Monte here in a best of 1. I know best of 1s can get a little bit crazy here and there, but after the initial good string of rounds that Monte really established themselves, Vitality, they've just looked like they've settled back into the game, and they're just winning out the individual gunfights right now. It's only really Joel firing on all cylinders.
If we want to talk about best of 1 upsets, Brandon, I've got a hot and spicy one straight from the A stream.
Oh, yeah, go on.
1 win.
Yeah,
I've just taken down G2, 16-13 on Ancient.
Oh, weren't G2 winning that as well?
They were.
Like quite a bit.
Yeah, they had a great CT side, but unfortunately, wasn't enough.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so having all sorts of upsets today. It's this is the beauty of the RMRs and the best of 1s.
Does that mean G2's 1 and 2?
Does indeed.
Wow, okay. Yeah, that is an upset of the highest caliber. We have taken a little bit of a pause. We're back into the swing of things.
Ooh, nice
opener. Okay. Yeah, it just keeps on going, doesn't he? Magis, look at this. Just gone on a walk.
AWP is pushing every periphery. There's a fight out towards Long. Zywoo's over here, though. Can't avoid this man. He is in your dreams, in your nightmares. Cannot be avoided. Joel has picked up that AWP, and he's looking for the fight in mid, and he's going to actually remove Zywoo. Joel's having a great game, in fact, and he's looking for more repositioning, catches off Apex. He's doing it all here. Now they've got the man advantage, and Joel, he's pushing up towards Spinks, so he's tucked into this angle, and he's going to be cleared. Spinks looking for the fight. Triple for Spinks. Does it all and gets Vitality 9.
Yeah, really good job from Spinks. Having a really slow game because they've just not really been fighting him, to be honest. I mean, he's going 4-4, hasn't really seen a player in a while, and that's a really good way to announce yourself on the server. Just holds the spray absolutely perfectly. Monte can't find a way back in, but that was a nice little 2K from Joel as well. Eliminates Zywoo, catches out the player towards CT, tries to disrupt the rotations just as they try and establish some control up short. But it's going to be a quicker one in towards B potentially in this round, but the Flames will halt them momentarily, instead looking to re-navigate back out towards middle.
Once again, Zywoo is here. Magic as well. It's the AWP duo holding every single angle you want to make your way through. He's going to fall off though. Allow them to take this short control, but they've got a double setup on the A side itself, and they've got Spinks out towards long. Zywu, he's starting to creep up. You can drop down here on the contact and has Apex to support behind as well. So he's starting to look forward. Ooh, nice shot, but doesn't quite connect the killing blow onto Fessor, but does the damage. Utility can now be deployed by Apex, and that slows things down completely. Dupree in mid has that covered as well. So Monte, they are penned in short, as this lovely camera angle will show us.
Yeah, I mean, they can't really go anywhere, can they? They've got smokes to go for the short execute, but they need to commit to it as soon as they throw them. 40 seconds left. So much control Vitality have over the map. Smokes will now be redeployed. Apex passed this challenge time and time again, and he's even got Zywu for support. Red Star, he's jumped in down towards CT. Not sure if Zywu would expect it, but Apex bails him out. Zywu can't quite hit all these shots, but Apex, he's just chiming in with so many kills. A bomb site is under complete lock and key because Apex has delivered 4 crucial kills on the bomb site.
Yeah, gets Vitality up to 10 as well as we go into the final round of the half. They're firmly in control of this game, looking to make that one 11. And yeah, what a round from Apex, what a round from Zywu, what a half from Vitality. And Monte, can they get up to that 5th? That might be enough going into the CT side, but still going to be very difficult. Be no AWP for Warrior this time around. Just the rifles and Fessor going to fight out long. Not going to be anyone there. That smoke going to allow him to creep up as well. So they've got control. Spinks looking for some of his own, and I think he's spotted ahead in towards Lois. And now he's going to back off.
Look at this angle from Dupree. So many times in these rounds, Monte have tried to extend out towards the mid doors. This angle is going to be completely unexpected. Spinks and Apex playing a layered peek in towards short as well. Flashbangs raiding through. Spinks not peeking. Still Apex drops one of his own. Good trade from Joel at the very least. 4 versus 4. There's just so much utility just being completely put down by Vitality. It's really just making Monte's life uncomfortable. They can't really go anywhere.
That was 2 incendiaries at once at least. They did kind of double that one up a little bit. Ooh, Joel dodging the utility. Dupree with incendiary off his own. Demka actually body blocks that one, so it falls down into the smoke and dissipates. Not intended, but did look cool. And Fessor's on this long pick, so this is still doable. Only 2 players on the side. It's Magix and Apex. Zywu's moved over to hold B. So if they hold strong and they continue to commit here, there's a chance for Monte.
Yeah, this is the best opportunity they've had in a while. 30 seconds left. They're just going to go through this smoke. Apex, he's holding but fully blind. Demka will trade and even get the follow-up onto Magisk. That's the bomb site opened up. They can plant this now, and they know that long is clear because of Fessor, Dupree, and Zywu. It's a difficult retake.
Yeah, both coming through from short. Warrior on the other side of the smoke as well, holding. Dupree just going for a bit of a spray, seeing if he can get one for free, but not going to be delivered. Warrior close combat, going to get that kill for free. Zywu, he's been good, but a 1v for Warrior 2K as they get 5 rounds on their T side. We're going to throw it to a short break, and then we'll be back to see how this one ends.
Monte giving themselves a little bit of a lifeline here onto the CT side of Dust2. 10-5 is the current scoreline, but Zywoo is looking hot to trot.
Yeah, Zywoo was doing Zywoo things, and Dupree is up alongside him as well, putting on an incredible performance. So it's a dangerous duo between the two of them as we get into this second half. Team Vitality now on the T side, where they had some struggles against Big, and we'll see if they can step it up against Monte.
This will be a quick one out long though, Vitality sending all their forces here. Set play for Monte though, Joel trying to take the fight. He's been the danger man, and Warrow combines with a couple of kills immediately. Vitality are on the back foot and it gets worse. Apex now chiming in with the P250, does actually not find the kill. It's Spinks to get that one. 2 versus 4.
They got smokes. They can cross, but it doesn't matter because there's 3 CTs peeking them from the A site. And a flank is on its way as well. Demka can hold them in, so they have to go for this fight onto the site itself. Monte now aren't giving it up. They're starting to sit back to more passive lines. Apex going up for the contact, just creeping forward with this P250. Seeing if any of these Monte players are going to present their heads. And at the moment, they're not. Joel is sitting all the way back in towards CT spawn. Red Star and Fessa on the side. Here comes the smokes though, so now there is just 2 players on the site they have to deal with it. Red Star's found the first, and the second kill comes from Fessa. What a pistol round from Monte.
That was really nice from Monte as well. The fact that when Vitality get out towards long, they sit all the way back in the bomb site, double crouching behind the boxes. They let Joel be the first point of contact, and he's all the way back deep CT on this headshot jiggle angle. So as soon as the attention is created, Vitality force their hand with the utility. That's just where the rest of the team can just shine in, and they've even got the insurance policy of Demka on that flank. Great pistol round for Monte to win, and it's just going to be the pistols again. So suddenly, this could be 10-7. It should definitely be on paper, and then we've got a real game on our hands.
Yeah, particularly if some of these other players can start to step up, because it is all the Joel show at the moment for Monte. He's on 18 kills. Actually, top of the server has overtaken Zywoo. That's a head-to-head we were expecting. We were looking at Warrior 2K is on 8 kills at the moment, second highest for Monte. Now on the CT side, particularly against this eco, they can start to get settled, can start to get into the swing of things and rack up some of those kills. Short is the play as we pan around. It's going to be Fessor out towards Car supporting. And it might be a retake if they are able to get past him.
Haven't got any utility though, so they're going to need to just maybe run boost over, disrupt his crosshair placement. It just doesn't feel that great, but they're going to try it. Apex on a mission. Fessor, that's a really nice adjustment. Now he can step in, call to his team that, hey, they're actually walking over here. Fessor chimes in for the second. Free manages to get a Glock kill on towards Red Star, but that should be it. That should be all the damage that Vitality should be able to accomplish. If they get the bomb down here, it's an absolute miracle.
Looks like they won't. For a second there, Magis almost had his last finger on the digit, but it slips off as Fessor puts a bullet into his back, and it's a pretty good conversion from Monte, losing 1 player into the mix. Bomb doesn't go down, so that's exactly what they want. Now it's only 3 rounds between these teams as the guns do come out for Vitality. What do they have to show us with the AKs?
Well, no warp on either side of the server. Apex looks to get a little bit aggressive out long. Full blind. Gets the information that Fessor is in pit. But that's about it. Control established by Monte. Vitality looking to reconvene all the way over towards B tunnels. Magic's just holding for a push, and Joel is actually going to give it to him. Gotta be careful here because Joel, he's up close. He can just lock them in, but Magisk is holding for it.
Zywoo is sitting back, actually managed to get that kill. So there are 2 players holding the angle. Joel walks into the crosshairs of both. Demka also tagged up through the smokes. That's not great position for Monte now. And he's going to be sitting alone on B. They're going to go for a bit of a gamble towards the A site. Demka going to be moving back in towards mid just to cover that option as well. So it still is on for Monte if they do decide to walk into this stack, which they are taking the bomb up there. So Monte, they do have the right read.
Yeah, this is nice as well. Demka's making his way over too. 45 seconds. But look at Magisk. He's working his way out towards the mid doors now. He could just smoke this. deep smoke's being put down. Magisk looking to creep forward. They are going to commit to this short presence. They are going to go for it. Monte, they're in the perfect position to stop this.
Yeah, it was a fake on the mid to B, and Monte don't budge a muscle. Now they've got this player, 20 seconds left, tucked in towards Goose, one on ramp as well. Warrior playing around the wrong way. Still trying to fall apart here, but Apex deals with Red Star. Demko is removed as well, so now it's a 2 versus 4. Two of these players are barely alive, but it doesn't matter because Warrior is the only one left. He's managed to double up on both the low HP players, but has to deal with Spinks and Magisk. Spinks was out towards long, but the timing eludes him. Spinks finds the kill, and Vitality find the round.
That was really nice from Vitality. What they do there as well is where they've put those smokes a little bit deeper to fake out the mid to B, Magisk actually just goes through them. He sits in towards CT, and then he can be an extra threat in this attack. And Spinks with this long push, it's absolutely perfect. Just when you think Warrior was trying to build back into the round, Vitality will reclaim it. Take a look at this buy from Monte. They forced into this one. AWP on Warrior, a couple of M4s, but a CZ and a 5-7.
Yeah, it's interesting. Joel's got a great angle here. It's so hard to clear behind this light post. Gives him protection from the dinks as well. See his little head tucked in behind it. Safe and sound, but he's going to maybe fall back. No, he's actually holding onto it. All these players making their way out towards long. It's an info play as well in towards B. Manchester is holding for this if they do decide to push any further, but the fact that Demka is here just allows them to now rotate that extra player off. Demka's going to keep pushing. Magisk didn't hold long enough. This long play, they know it's on.
Yeah, they do, but there's so much utility that Vitality can use to their advantage. Vessel, yeah, it's pushed back by the Flames. Apex now working his way towards the car. Deep line spam coming in. Dupree brought down to about half. Vessel up on the top of the smoke will be immediately traded out for this damage that has been done. Joel steps in with the M4. It's difficult to work their way forward, but ZywOo eliminates Warrior. That's the big ticket item completely revealed from the equation, and suddenly it gets a little bit difficult because Joel is still hitting every shot, but ZywOo is still alive, so you can't count out Vitality.
Nothing's too difficult for ZywOo, and now it's just Red Star left, and ZywOo deals with him. Quad kill in the round for the superstar AWPer of Vitality. Gets them up to 12, but Monte, they definitely made them work for it. A couple of great kills from Joel. It wasn't quite enough.
You're seeing this as well from Vitality. When they are taking long, when they're taking over towards this A bomb site, they've got players that are playing really deep at the position just to catch out the rotates. Monte aren't accounting for this. That's a couple of rounds in a row now where Vitality have had 2 players out towards long. Monte just aren't even aware. This one should just be a freebie. It's just the USPs. Dupree farming up with the Mac 10 as well. Hang on.
Couple of nice kills, but only the 2. They can afford that one. Red Star gets a nice timing onto Dupree. Got dinked through the door. They find a second, but Team Vitality are okay with that. 3 would have been a bit more painful, but 2 they'll wear that one.
Sonic looking on. Hasn't had to speak too much in this game. Just been pretty straightforward for Vitality. Monte have thrown, or attempted to throw a couple of spanners in the works. Really nice pistol play coming in from them initially. Got off to strong starts in both halves. When the guns come out to play, it just feels like the individual firepower is just too much for them to handle.
Yeah, 23 for 6 is ZywOo. Made his way out towards Blue Bin. Red Star in pit looking to try and deal with him. He's been spotted. Do you want to deal with the ZywOo? Difficult one to be facing up against, especially when he hits taps like that. Give him any gun and he will find the kill. Apex gets the one onto Fessel as well. This long setup is dealt with ease.
Look at this as well. Vitality playing with the rotations. Demka's moved over. Dupree trying to work his way through this mid-smoke. There's no one on B currently. Dupree catches out Joel. Demka will trade at the very least, but not the most ideal scenario. Joel would definitely have liked to have been alive, saved by his teammate. 4 versus 2. There's even a lurk from Magisk out towards the B hallway as well. So Demka's interest has to remain on this area of the map, and the rest of Vitality are about to make their way on A. Nothing really for Warrior to do in this round.
Yeah, you might just want to hold on to this M4, trying to avoid this hunt that is definitely coming through. You can see already Apex and Magisk looking for it. Both angles, and being careful about it. And Warrior is going to go down as well. Vitality double the scoreline of Monte as they get up to 14. Just 2 rounds needed, and well, Monte are not going to have a lot into this one either.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great. Although this was almost an expectation, the fact that you've already got 7 rounds, but the kill distribution just isn't falling Monte's way there. It's going to hurt. It's going to be a struggle, because if some of these players just started stepping up, having some opening kills, this game could have had a completely different complexion to it. But we're now on the pistols. It's now the reality that Monte find themselves in. It's just the Deagles trying to carve out an opportunity back into this game. Otherwise, Vitality, well, they're about to hit 15.
Yeah, you can see why Dust2 was chosen. When you've got aimers like you do on this Vitality squad, it doesn't matter if you've got Pug Stars all on the other side. Saiwu is always going to come out ahead. Free bomb plant, free bomb site, and maybe some free kills coming as well. Saiwu looking on the hunt here for Vessel, is going to deal with him. Just get Demka and is dealt with by Warwick. At least an AK that can be taken over into the follow-up, unless, well, they might have something to say about this. Apex continuing to look for kills. He's dealt with. Joel, nice kill. He's on 21 kills, Joel. He's really been putting up a great performance here, but it really is just him.
Yeah, really good player, though. Like, really solid constantly on this Monte side. He is played in teams such as Galaxy's Racer. He's played with players in the scene you might remember, Pleasant, Chauzy. He went on an international roster with Monad Esports, and now he's just kind of sticking with this theme with Monte. Really well-revered player, got a ton of experience, and it's really just promising, and just really nice to see that he's performing well, especially against a team like Vitality.
Yeah, it's a great place to showcase your skills at the very least, right? So yeah, he's looking great against such a strong team. Come out head-to-head against Saiwu a couple of times as well, so that's certainly something, on a personal level, you take that as a win. Saiwu, he's going for this fight again, but Fessor is the one that comes out ahead. Saiwu standing in the flames as the flashbang comes through, but too much to deal with.
Could be mid to B. Vitality posturing for it. Smokes deployed. Dupree about to work his way forward with the flashbang, and Magisk even gets a kill through the smoke. Joel, he now chimes in, and the kills, well, they're all back and forth. 3 versus 2 in favour of Monte, but Magisk has found another one. It's just left up to Warrior and Vessel. And Vessel's been brought down low from the exchanges on long. Bomb can be planted, but no one's really there for Monte initially to combat this.
That was a good flash as well. Warrior was holding on the smoke as it was fading. He could have caught them off as they brought the bomb through, but the flash forces him back a little bit to readjust. That gives them time to get the bomb onto the site, which basically puts this retake into an impossible scenario, but they have to go for it. It's map point. Warrior, he's sitting on this smoke. Apex is holding for it as well. Vessel has made his presence known as well. So trying to draw some attention, and Magisk skins the duel, makes it 2. Going to be 16 for Vitality as they take down Monte and get their 2nd win at the RMRs.
Yeah, well done to Vitality. They put themselves forward into the 2-1 bracket. 2 opportunities now to qualify for one of these 8 spots. Monte going to have to do it the harder way, fighting for survival in these forward-coming best of 3. So we're going to throw it to a quick advertisement break. When we come back, we'll have a little think about how this one all panned out.